So today we're going to be just putting in this paper pickup roller in and out, and this is one of the trickier ones to do. So let me tell them a couple things here before we get going. So these two, let me see that screwdriver. So you have a shaft here, you have a release mechanism here, and a release mechanism here, and then you have this shaft, this black shaft. It's a little bit difficult to see, but it runs all the way along here, and you can see it over here as well. So we might have to jimmy this a little bit once you take it in and out. Like I said, these are the hardest ones to do. So John's here with me. He's going to kind of take it over from here. So go ahead.
All right. First thing, just make sure you check the position of the. This is basically if the tray's empty, the tray or
that flag sensor there.
Sensor. Just make sure it stays in position on where it's at. So next we're gonna. These just kind of pop to the side, and we'll just twist them. And they are keyed to a point.
We're not going to pull that one out though, all the way.
Nope. This one is just going to slide over to this point and leave that one there. That is where we want to keep it. And then we do the same on the other side. This one will come out. And then also the paper guide will come out too as well. So as you can see, it's keyed. This guide will come out. We'll set that to the side.
So yeah, that's the key there. And that just hooks in. I don't think I can get a good view of it. Actually, I can. So that area right here, get my screwdriver on it. You can see I'm kind of just below it, or my screwdriver is poking through here. That's the keyed section that you want to match that up and then slide it downwards. And that'll lock it into position.
Yep. And basically just going to slide the roller and it'll come out.
So you can see you got a keyed area there, and that basically, that little section in there will lock into that black shaft we were looking at. So
I'm just going to reverse the process.
That's like a D-size roller. Pull that out one more time. So you should be able to kind of see that when you look at it. It's like we call them D rollers, and one side's kind of flat or kind of slightly rounded, not so much as the other side. So when you put that back in, there you go. When you put this thing back in, you want the flat side of the D down.
Yeah, great.
The biggest thing is lining up that keyed shaft with the other shaft.
Yep. And doing it gently.
Yep.
Now that that's in, I'll flip this up real quick. This will slide into position. You can notice where the key. So this will go with the left side in first, and then it'll slide into position on the right. Like I said, they're not the easiest ones.
So you can see there, it's not in the shaft. Now it is.
Now we're locked.
But what you can do, if this shaft starts to slide and shift on you, make sure you don't really get rough with this, because if you do, you're going to be tearing this whole side apart. And if you're one of our managed care customers that's remote, you're going to end up getting a printer, and we're going to have to hot swap it anyway. So what you can do is you can kind of just, these have these little ridges on them, you can kind of just push that forward ever so gently over here, sorry. You can push that kind of forward a little bit so it lines up in this keyed area. And once that's keyed in there, then you can kind of go from there.
And you can like come in here. Set up position. Just gotta come in for a second. So it's kind of a
Gotta line all this stuff up at one time.
Position. There. No, this one's going to do the same way. And it's a key, and it can only go in one direction.
So hold on now, so you can see that where it's keyed in there. And once you slide that through, then it locks in.
Yeah.
So now it's in.
And make sure all your stuff is in position first before you start. Lock this one in. See? Alright, now let's here's a perfect example. Come right out of position.
Yeah.
Now we'll just lock this one in. And we'll lock this one. And you can see. Just make sure that's what we're looking for.
There. So you can see that right here is what you want to have. The little keyed section that locks in male, female. You gotta make sure that's in. And again, they kind of just sit back a little bit. It's hard to get the angles with this. But these are a little bit more difficult ones to do. Like we said, unlike some of the other ones, they just pop on a shaft. So
And one thing, make sure once you're done that this moves freely.
yeah. And that should do it.
That's it.